And apologizing profusely for very crude remarks, ugly remarks he made before an open microphone involving Senator Barack Obama.
Let me express my thanks to you for your presence today. Let me say at the outset, I have supported Barack's campaign with passion from the very beginning. I thought the idea made sense. I thought it was a part of a great historical continuity no one could project or predict it would be as successful as it has been. We've been there all the way because I think this campaign is a redemptive moment for America and a great opportunity for us to redefine the course of our country. It is, in fact, the healing moment. It's the end of a 54-year journey. I've traveled much of that journey. 1954, the Supreme Court ruled apartheid to be illegal, and after 10 years of test cases, the Montgomery bus boycott, the Little Rock Nine, the sit-ins, we finally got July 2nd, 64, a new law, a public accommodation bill. In 64, we had the sit-ins at the Democratic Convention by Fannie Lou Hamer challenging the makeup of the racial composition of the party in Mississippi. We won that battle. In 65, the right to vote, and it's unfolded from the right to vote. Such a big deal for us now. It was so bloody, so full of terror when we first got it. With the Selma, Alabama, white women couldn't serve on juries. Farmers who didn't pay poll taxes couldn't vote. Blacks couldn't vote. In 75, teenagers got the right to vote. 18-year-olds could vote. And then 74, right of residents or students on campuses could vote where they went to school. So if University of Iowa, for example, you don't have to vote absentee. You can vote where you go to school. That was a big deal in this year's caucuses. 84, 88 campaign, we fought to reduce the threshold and to have proportionality, not just winner take all. And so 54 years of marches and martyrdom and murder and trial and error, and here we are today with the presumptive nominee of the Democratic Party, Barack Obama. I'm glad to be part of that journey and support his campaign unequivocally. Let me hasten to say, as we move toward August the 28th, that was August 28, 1955, when Emmett Till was lynched with a low moment. August 28, 63, Dr. King dreaming from Washington, rising higher. August 28, he will be the nominee in Denver, Colorado. So we ride the crest, we cherish this history. And I want to say I have great passion for this campaign and travel across the country, the length and breadth of our nation, on radio and TV and churches and schools, arguing the case for the campaign. And I want to remain a part of the supportive element of it. And if in this thing I've said in a hot mic statement that's interpreted as distractions, I offer apology for that, because I don't want harm nor hurt to come to this campaign. It represents too much of the dreams of so many who paid such great prices, and I'm very sensitive to what that means. And so I want to make that very clear. I sent a message to Barack's campaign a while ago about continued support for the campaign. I do have a passion for urban and rural policy. While we're rising politically, we see Hillary and Barack were the conduits for a new and better America politically. The economy is going in the opposite direction of our politics. In urban America, where there is such disparities and such gross unemployment, such structural inequalities, such high unemployment in urban America, my passion is, as he speaks to black churches and challenges people there to use their best and to have a better commitment to their families, I'm all with that, because it's the right message, a message I repeat over and over again. The black America and urban America also needs a structure. It needs, beyond a faith-based policy, which is important, a government-based policy and an economic private sector-based policy. If the churches are able to do daycare for the children. That's
all right, so the
thing.
Reverend Jesse Jackson, you heard him once again apologizing to Senator Barack Obama for rather crude remarks he made before an open mic over the weekend, remarks only now being disseminated. And I want to go back to Don Lemon, who's been working this story for us. As precise as we can be, tell our viewers what exactly he said. We can't be exact here in the Situation Room, but the remarks he made disparaging Senator Obama were, as he himself acknowledges now, rather crude.
Well, it's to the effect that Barack Obama was cutting off his manhood with black people, or genitals or something in that.
Male private parts. The suggestion really was castration, if you will.
Right. And that he's doing it with African Americans because he is not speaking as concisely and as pointedly as he should about issues that affect African Americans. And if you sort of listen to the undertone here, I think he's saying that maybe Barack Obama is playing to a larger audience, as we call it, or a larger voting bloc by not identifying with those issues as the Reverend feels that he should be. But I can tell you this, when he talked about, I think he said our economy is going in the opposite way of our politics, and he brought up the struggles that he made during the civil rights movement. He has told me this, and when we did the 40th anniversary of Dr. King's death at the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, he said this to me personally. He says, listen, Don, you guys have been talking about these issues. You have been saying, you know, it's bloggers, that it's the internet, that it's some sort of wave or a phenomenon. And he goes, this is 40 years of civil rights struggles and battles that African American black people in this country have fought for, and you're not talking about this. You're talking about new activists, new leaders, people who have just come up through the ranks. And he says, this whole thing is a culmination of the fight and the struggle that black people have fought for 40 years in this country since the death of longer, since the death of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
What a story this is going to be. We're going to continue to watch it, Don. Thanks very much.